All right, we are live. So today I'm just gonna be doing a quick little get ready for work with me. Well, it's not gonna be that quick because I am gonna curl my hair, but let's get started. So first I'm gonna put in a little bit of heat protectant to my hair. This is the Bumble Heat Protector Primer. It lasts quite a long time because I really don't heat style my hair that often because it's not good for your hair. I'm just gonna spray this all over my hair, particularly the ends, just so that when I go in with my hair curler, it's less damaging to my hair. Well, that's kind of crazy now. So I'm just gonna let this dry as I do my makeup. Just get this off my hands. I'm gonna go in with my typical favorite primer. I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. primer here, just because I feel like it makes my face last the longest. Put this all over my face. It does take 30 seconds to soak in, so we'll give it that time. I did already do skincare earlier today when I started my work day like 4 hours ago. I just did it real quick before my first meeting, so skincare has definitely been done. It's soaked into my face already. If any of you watch like my nighttime skincare videos, I do like a lot more at night than I do during the day. So just in the morning, I just put on a little bit of this Mad Hippie Vitamin C Serum and just put that on my face. Or if I use kind of harsher products at night, because I guess certain products can't be used with vitamin C, so I need to write myself a skincare plan. But some mornings I'll just use this CeraVe ultralight moisturizing lotion sunscreen. So I'll just kind of put on one product in the morning and call that good. Just because my makeup takes so long to do, which is like maybe the wrong priorities to have, but that's okay. So I'm going to move on to foundation here. I'm going to use a little bit of my Uoma Beauty foundation with a wet beauty blender. I used to not wet my beauty blenders, but it does just definitely help with kind of smoothing things out a little bit. I don't get mine probably as like soaking wet as it's supposed to be, but I do like it to definitely be damp. I'm just going to put this foundation all over my face here. I'm going to try not to get it in my hair because I feel like it's getting in my hair. That's okay. I feel like when I take my like thumbnail pictures for the videos, I feel like I should do like a before and after. So I should take a picture of me just like barefaced, hair not done, and then take a picture of me like with everything done. And be like, look what I've done. All right, just make sure I cover up my acne that I have as well with this foundation. I do feel like it's more fuller coverage, so I typically don't go in with a concealer, also because I'm usually pressed for time. So just the foundation is good enough for me. I do just want to blend it down onto my neck a little bit. I feel like my summer tan is like starting to fade a little bit, but it's okay. I'm going to try to work on that this weekend. Just blend this down onto my neck just so that everything is nice and blended. I'm going to go in with my Hourglass Veil Soft Focus Setting Spray, just to set all these products down onto my face. I have seen certain like TikToks or Facebook reels where like beauty individuals will say like, oh, you should spray in between every single one of your steps to really get your makeup to stay, but that's a lot of spray. And I do have like a less expensive spray. So I do have like the NYX spray that I guess I could spray in between each layer, but that just seems kind of wasteful. So I do spray after foundation, and then I spray again at the end, but I think it helps. I feel like anything kind of helps keep my makeup on my face. All right, I'm gonna call that good. I'm letting that soak into my face. we're gonna move on to face powders. So let me grab all my brushes here as well. So I'm going to go in first with a little bit of this Essence All About Matte powder. I feel like all my makeup doesn't look that good because like I actually use it like every day. So like it's got like holes in it and stuff from like where I've used the product. I think this was only like $3 or $4 and it has lasted me I think like over a month now, so pretty good for $3 or $4. So I just take this on like a little Laura Mercier puff. This puff was like several times more expensive than the actual powder, so I'm sure any puff would do. But the little TikTok that I saw where the person was using this product, they used the Laura Mercier, so hey, I figured why not. I did used to use the Laura Mercier powder, but it's just kind of pricey. And I feel like for me, when I have like a tub of like loose setting powder, I do sometimes, what is on my forehead? Oh, my skincare. When I have like a tub of loose powder, I feel like I do like waste a good amount of the product just from like opening and closing it every time, just because I dump it out into the lid and then I close it and there's like obviously some powder that's still left in the lid and I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like I waste product a little bit that way. So I tried to move away from the Laura Mercier thing because this works pretty good. This works pretty good. And I just feel like it instantly took away like any of the shine that was in my face, which I like. Some people, this is maybe too much for them, but my face gets really greasy. So like as matte as I can start with, that's a win. So I'm going to add a little bit of that color back into my face that I just took away with this L'Oreal Infallible Powder. I know, sorry, another product with a hole in it, but I actually use all my makeup, so. And I do kind of basically the same stuff every time. I'll just sometimes do like different eyeshadows or different mascaras, but really like the base is the same. I do have a couple of different bronzers that I'll switch up sometimes, and I do have a couple different blushes, but for the most part, my products are all kind of the same because I feel like I kind of know what I like and I just stick with it. Are there better products? Maybe, but sometimes it takes a lot of work to try a new makeup product because, you know, you have to make the initial investment and then also just try to really assess, like, is this better than what I had before? So once I find a product I like, I generally stick with it. I've been using like this L'Oreal powder. I keep getting makeup in my hair. I've been using this L'Oreal powder, I think, for just several years now because I remember using it and then I started to run out and it just like blew up on TikTok because you can use it as just like a foundation by itself. So instead of doing the liquid foundation that I did, you could just take like a little sponge that's included with it and just put it on your face and it's pretty full coverage that way. But it was so hard to get this powder for the longest time because it had blown up on TikTok. So I've been using it since before then. I typically keep like an ample supply of it just because like it is a little bit pricier. Oh, I got my winter one here too. It is a little bit pricier just because it's L'Oreal and I don't know, just everything got more expensive. So I do like to keep a little stash of it so that I can like buy it when it's on sale. Instead of just like, oh shoot, I need another one. Now it's $15 and there's no sort of sale. I'm gonna go in here with my bronzer, just kind of add a little bit of dimension to my face. So just get my cheeks, try to do a little bit of the forehead, just sculpt that out. Do a little bit under the chin as well, just to give my face a little bit more of a shape. I do want to make the cheeks a little bit heavier just because when I put my blush on, I do feel like the product gets a little bit lost. I'm just going to go in here probably with a little bit of like a heavier hand with the bronzer than probably what I need to. Alright. That should be good, but I'm going to keep this out just in case I want to do any sort of touch-ups on it. I'm going to move on to my little Nars Blush. I did glue my brush back together if anyone was here for the stream when I broke it, like probably a week or so ago. Because I hadn't realized that the bristles on this brush, they're like, you can sort of see the seam. Like there's two halves and one of the halves came out and I had to try to glue that half back in. So I'm glad it was fixable, at least for now. It seems to be working totally fine. But I was panicked. This is like my favorite brush and I don't think they make this anymore. Although I don't really use it like I think it's intended for and what I used to use it for. But I do think it just makes my blush go on really nicely. They do like to look nice and pink. I did switch to a matte blush from Nars. I did used to use like a more luminous one, but because they do go in with highlighters separate, and I like to have those separate, I switched to the more matte one. Just gonna add that luminosity to the high points of my face. A little bit on the tip of my nose. Even though this goes first, I just love having it. I just love the look of it. All right, let's see. What do I want to do today? I think I'm gonna go in and do just like one eyeshadow, just so I have a little something on my eyes. So I'm going to, actually, yeah, let's use this. I'm gonna go in with my, oh, the writing came off this. This is the KVD Shake Eyeshadow Primer. And I'm just gonna go in and put this all over my lid just so that my eyeshadows last longer and that they blend out nicely as well. Is this absolutely necessary? No, but I just feel like the times where I haven't used it and I try to just put shadow on my eye, it really did not look that great. So, and eyeshadows are expensive, so I may as well get my money's worth and have them look as good as they can. I'm going to try to wipe this brush off a little bit because I don't know what color I put on here before. So I'm going to go in here with my little Natasha Denona palette. This is the Mini Nude palette, and I figured I was going to be one of those people that put on makeup every day, but I just never really, or put on eyeshadow every day. I do put on makeup every day, but not eyeshadow. I figured I was going to be one of those people that like could wake up early and put on eyeshadow every day, but I'm in fact not one of those people because I had a meeting at 8:30 this morning. I woke up at 8:15. I didn't get out of bed till like 8:25, so I work from home, so that's probably part of the problem. So I just don't need a lot of advanced planning, I guess, just to like open up my laptop, and then I just don't get out of bed and I don't have time to do eyeshadow. I'm just going to put this on the outer part of my eye and just sweep it over a little bit. Over, just so it's just a little something on my eye. I'm debating doing kind of the under piece because I honestly don't know if I need it because it just looks so neutral, but let's do it. I just feel like it really completes the look. I could find the little pencil I need, or not pencil, little brush, little pencil brush. So I clean this off a little bit. I'm gonna go into the same color and just do a little bit under the eye. This color is so neutral. I'm not even sure it's really showing up under my eye, but I do like to have it. I just think it really completes the look. So I'm just trying to make it thin, otherwise it gets to be too crazy looking, but you just do like a little bit of accent here with this thinner brush. Just hit the V. Okay, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty neutral. That's what I was aiming for. So now I'm going to go in here with my KVD liner. Today's kind of a big KVD day. I'll use my KVD mascara also. I'm just gonna go in here and try to draw a thin on the line. It didn't seem like that was thin. No, it wasn't. That's okay. Some days I get a thin little line. Some days I don't. Today looks like it's not a thin day, but that's okay. I have on like an eyeshadow, so I guess it's a little bit more of a dramatic look. Go in here with my eyelash curler. Just curl my lashes so they look a little bit nicer. Alright. That looks pretty good. I'm going to go in here with my Pacifica Vegan Collagen Lash Primer. Just do a couple coats of lash primer. I guess these aren't technically coats because then I'd be dipping it back in, but just going to do a few little swipes of primer on my lashes just to give them a little extra something. So now I'll go in with my KVD Go Big or Go Home little mascara. I don't know if you guys can see the little KVD on there. It's like imprinted on. But again, this is the travel size because I love my little travel size mascaras. I just feel like then they don't dry out. I feel like this one goes on like immediately. You can start to tell that the product's on here. And I don't know if it's because it's new, but I feel like it does not take much product really to get like a nice look. Try to do a little something on my lower lashes here. Do the same thing over on this eye. I honestly don't even know if I need to go in and get more product from the tube because it's just so quick as adding volume and length to my lashes. This mascara, I do feel like it does get like a little bit clumpier, so sometimes I do like to go through and brush out my lashes with a little comb, which I'll do in just a second. But I feel like some people like this mascara, like myself, and some people really don't like it, so it's kind of a hit or miss thing. I just do a little bit on my lower lashes. For me, I feel like one big determiner about whether I like a product is how it makes my lower lashes look. Like, does it make them look super clumpy, or do they just look nice? So for me, I think they look nice and not super clumpy, even though this is kind of a clumpier mascara. So I'm just going to go in here with my lash comb and just kind of separate my lashes that are clumpier. I feel like I see like a clump on the end of my eyelashes, but we'll leave that for now. But I feel like it just, I mean, I only dipped it in there one time, and I feel like we already have something good going. So I'm going to draw on some eyebrows for myself here. I should plug in my hair curler while we wait, so that's ready when I'm ready. Try to draw on a little bit of this mascara that's on my face. I don't know what that is. Oh, it is. It's weird. How did that get up there? So I'm going to draw in some more eyebrow for myself because I don't feel like naturally I have that much. So, although thankfully what I do have, because I have like such dark hair naturally, like naturally my hair is very dark. At least they're a little bit darker. But yeah, I just don't have too much in terms of eyebrows. So I do draw them on with this little Morphe pencil. And I fill it in with a little bit of Morphe pomade. And if I don't like what I drew, I can always go in and clean it up with a Q-tip. So my eyes are different shapes, so it is a little bit harder to kind of make something nice and symmetrical happen, but you gotta work with what you got. I actually kind of like this eyebrow better than this one. I don't know what happened to this one. I'm just clean up the pencil here a little bit. Okay, let's go in and put my pomade on and just see what it looks like. I can always add or take away product. So I'm going with the matching Morphe pomade. I do go in with hazelnut, which is like definitely, it's like a lighter brown. It's hard to tell, but it's like a lighter brown compared to my hair color. Just because I used to use dark brown because I had dark brown hair, but it was just looking very intense. So I do use a little bit of like a lighter color here. Just gonna fill these in, just depositing more of that pomade towards the tail end of my brow and less towards the front so that there's not much on the front of my brow there. Alright. Looks pretty decent. I like this one. Let's see if we can get this one to look similar here. I think I just need to clean it up with like a Q-tip, but it's not bad. Okay. I think that's honestly not bad. They look relatively natural. I'm just gonna go in with a little spoolie from my Anastasia brush and just kind of soften up the front of this one a little bit. That's really all I do. That's as good as it's gonna get. So I'm just gonna go into a little bit of my NYX Control Freak here and just kind of keep everything in place that I just drew in. And I do try to wipe this off after, just so that it does stay as like more of a clear brow gel than like a brown brow gel, because I got it in my product. We're gonna finish off with another NYX product. This is my Lunar New Year edition of their matte setting spray. And this one's almost done. Like I think I probably just have 1 or 2 more days of it left. So then we got the jumbo coming in. Because I'm like, well, if I like the product, I may as well just get the jumbo size. Now, try to dry this off here a little bit. I feel like I put a lot of spray on my face. I feel like if I had time, I could just stand here and like fan my face continually, but I don't have a limited time. Still need to do my hair, so I'm gonna call that good there. I'm also gonna put on a little bit of my MAC Prep and Prime so I can do lipstick. I don't know what lipstick I want to do, and I think the one that I want to do I don't have in here. Oh no, I do. All right, I'm gonna go in with my favorite little neutral lipstick. Again, another KVD product. I feel like take a shot every time I use a KVD product. Not end well for you. I do just like this. It's a very nice neutral lip color. Like it adds a little something. I do have a lipstick that is basically my exact lip color, and it's a little weird because I'm like, it looks like I put nothing on, but just that my lips are like incredibly one colored. It's kind of weird. So I do like this one because I feel like it's just a nice everyday. I used to wear like more of a reddish lipstick every day because I worked at a place where we had to wear red. I don't do that anymore. Try to just smile, see what it looks like. Looks pretty good actually. Make sure I got all of my lip in here. Sometimes I'll look at my lipstick after the stream and I'm like, oh, we're like missing spots, but because I'm like so far away from where I'm doing it. But I think it looks pretty decent. Okay, need a hair tie. My hair. Okay, I like showered with my only hair tie, so I need to dry this off and I can section my hair here. So I like to do it in little halves. I like to curl the bottom half of my hair, then curl the top half. All right, I'm gonna grab my little glove just so I don't burn myself. I'm gonna start by grabbing a moderately sized section of my hair and just wrap it around This is the, I think it's called Lange Eau Duel. It's just a wand curler. It's the clipless kind. These were like super in. Like I feel like they became like super popular like probably 10-ish years ago. When people didn't like the curlers with the clip, because everyone was all about the wand curling. And for me, I'm just kind of stuck with the wand curler. I should have brushed out my hair, I guess, a little bit. It's okay. All right, we got like a nice little curl. I do try to keep some of the end piece out, just so it's not super curly. Just have like a little bit of the end out, but it's a little bit hard to tell how much is too much out. So otherwise I have too much of my hair that's like uncurled at the bottom, or I like lose the whole curl. Like if I keep, I'm like, oh, there's still definitely more hair in my hand. So like I'll show you as I release this one. Like if I keep going, I'm like, oh, there's still more hair. Then just like the whole thing drops. But this one's a little bit of a better example how it's kind of straighter on the bottom. I try to do kind of like sections of hair that are the same length because my hair is a little bit layered. So I try to grab pieces kind of from like different like layers. So kind of from like this bottom half and then like the top half. Just so that there's not like pieces that are like, that's so I have like one that's like really long piece like that's not curled at the end. Okay, so this is a good example. I thought I had more hair than I did. So this one I'm just gonna hold on the barrel here. It's the beauty of having the full glove, is that I can just grab the whole thing if I want. It's still definitely hot. Like this glove is not an oven mitt by any means, but it does provide some protection for you. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this one in like 3 sections. This is too much hair. I do try to do smaller pieces towards the front, just because I feel like the back of my hair, like if that uncurls, no one really notices. But if the front's uncurled, then it looks like my hair is uncurled. And I try to let the curls cool a little bit in my hand as well, just so that they cool down a bit in their curled state, so that they're not just like super hot and curled, and then as they're cooling, gravity's like pulling them down a little bit. So just holding them curled. It's kind of like what like some people curl their hair and they'll put their hair in like rollers or like curlers after, just to keep the shape for longer, and it's maybe something I should consider doing. But kind of the same thing I'm emulating with my hand here, where I just kind of hold the curl in place. I'm gonna do last one for this section of my hair. I feel like this went pretty quick, so I'm worried that my curls aren't gonna last very long. So I'll try to really hit them with the hairspray at the end here. And move on to this side. I don't know why this one is sticking out so much. Oh well, this is like kind of going to be the under section of my hair, so I forgot to alternate some sections. Oh well, we'll do it on this side. Alright, since I forgot on the other side, let me try to alternate some sections. My cord keeps getting stuck on things. So I do try to alternate which way I curl my hair around the barrel, just to give me a different look. Hello, welcome to the stream. I don't know how to say your username, sorry. Suyu, maybe? Welcome. Just gonna hold this one in my hand here a little bit. This was a little bit of a larger section, but we'll go with that. So I'm gonna curl this one the opposite way of how I curled the first one. So I alternate kind of curling away from my face like this, or like towards my face, just to give it less of a very similar look. I feel like back in the day, one of the things was like curling all your hair, and then having it all just kind of become like one large curl like on each side of your head. And I don't like that look, and I don't think that's like a thing anymore that people do. So I do like to try to alternate it just so all my curls don't just like form up into one like giant curl. So I'm gonna alternate this one here. So I'm gonna curl this one towards my face. I have to think about it a little bit. I have to think about which way I need to wrap my hair around here. So same thing here. I'm just going to try to hold a little bit of the end of my hair out so it's not like super, super curled. Yeah, I really like my hair when it's curled. It just does not last very long at all. No matter how much I hairspray it or anything, it just doesn't last. So I'll drop part of my hair. I think just being like part Asian, just like my hair does not want to be curled, so it just wants to be very straight. Like when I wake up every day, my hair looks like this, so it's just a little bit harder. So I'm gonna split these last sections into 3 here, just so that I get the front a little bit more defined. I do try to make sure all my front sections are curled away from my face, just because I feel like that's like a better look than when they're all curled in towards my face. These are a little bit smaller sections, so I also don't want my hair to burn too much here. Because I feel like I've seen like those videos where like someone's curling their hair and just like the whole thing just like burns off. And I don't know, that always kind of scares me. So I try not to hold my hair for too long on here. All right. That looks good. I just have one more curl on this bottom part, and then we're gonna move on to the top. Yay, I feel like there's like little extra hairs here that didn't get curled, but that's okay. I'm just gonna curl this last section and call it a day. I almost forgot that I do the top of my hair. I would just like walked out of here with half straightened, half curled. Which I feel like also used to be a thing like way back in the day. Was like people would have like part of their hair curled and part of it straightened. I don't know why, but yeah. Bottom is done. And I am going to go through here with hair oil and hairspray just to break up everything in a second, but I do just kind of want everything to chill out and cool off as it is. Just make sure my part looks nice there. I don't do like a perfect 50-50 split on my hair, just so there's like just a little bit that's in the top section for me to do. Since I forgot to alternate on this side, I am going to take this piece and I'm going to curl it towards my face just so I have a little bit of kind of that alternating look. I feel like if I were just stand like this, like it wouldn't look like I curled my hair at all. Just how my hair looks straight still. That's okay. I'm gonna hold this one in my hand. This one is a little bit bigger. I'm gonna try to grab smaller sections for the rest of my hair. But hey, worked out good still. I just feel like I kind of want to have like a mix when I curl my hair. Like I like some that are looser, some that are tighter, some curled one way, some curled the other way. So it looks a little bit better. But my favorite is when I get my hair like done at a salon and they curl my hair like after they dye it because they want to take pictures for Instagram or whatever. I love the way my hair looks then, but I don't know how to do that at home. They also use a curler with a clip, and I do not, so I just don't have the right tools even to do it. Alright, we'll be 3/4 done after this next little curl here. I really like my hair curled. It just takes such a long time to do and it just doesn't last. So like in a few hours from now, my hair will already start to be like uncurled and not looking as good. So if I want to like curl my hair to go to like a concert or like an event or something, I have to do it like right before I go. Otherwise, by the time I get there, it'll be uncurled. But there's half, there's part. Just gonna do this last little section of my hair here, and we'll be good. So I'm gonna curl this one like the opposite way. I'm gonna curl this one towards my face just to have kind of that different look, just so that all my hair doesn't like form up into one giant curl at the end, which is not what I want. All right, that looks pretty decent. Yep. So what I'm trying to do here is like, because my hair is different layers, I'm trying to grab some from like the under part of my hair and some on top, just so that the pieces I'm grabbing are all the same length. It just helps at the end when I'm trying to grab like the end to hold some of the end piece out, if they're all the same length, as opposed to just like some pieces falling out, because then they're not going to be as curled, because it'll just be kind of loosely held on there. Alright, that one looks good. I think I'm going to divide the last part of my hair into 3. This could be 4, but we're going to go 3. I guess I could do 4. This front one, I feel like, for me, is like make or break. If I don't like the way the front of my hair is curled, I'm like not happy. Like this front kind of more like bang portion that I have, I guess. Like if I don't like this part, then it's not great. But it looks pretty decent. Yeah, we're gonna do 3. I think this could be 3. So since these are all front pieces, I am trying to curl these more away from my face, just so that I have that like, I just got the fan blown on me look or something, I guess. Just a little bit more like blown back. All right, last piece of hair here. I know it doesn't look fantastic now, but it will in a second. Just wait. So my cord keeps getting tangled on like these cabinets that I have here. It's a little precarious, but I guess I could have straightened my hair. I do have the Dyson hair straightener, and this one is like wireless, but I don't know. I just wake up and my hair's straight, so I kind of don't want to straighten my hair. All right, so I'm gonna flip my head upside down just to give it like that volume. And while I'm there, I'm also going to just hairspray it with just some quick Tresemme spray. So I'm gonna flip, and I'm just gonna kind of like break up my curls a little bit. Actually, let me do hair oil first. I haven't curled my hair in so long, but ooh, all that volume. Gonna go in with a little bit of Verb Ghost oil. Just put a little bit of this on my hair, just to make it shiny and just kind of break up everything a little bit. So that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to just hairspray my hair so that it hopefully stays in place. So very nice. I'm gonna flip my head over. I'm just gonna spray it down with some hairspray, so that hopefully it lasts a little bit longer. But yeah, that's my hair. That's my simple makeup for the day. Let me see if I can take you all to a little bit of better better lighting here. So this is the finished look. I'm pretty happy with it. Just quick, simple, easy, nothing crazy. But I will see you all in the next one. I do try to stream every day, so my hair is very volumized right now. It's not a bad thing. So hopefully I will see you all in the next stream. I do try to stream every day, so I will see you then.